All right, we should be good. Should be live. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you being here. We got a 9-game Friday night slate to talk about. As always, guys, appreciate all the support. Appreciate the questions. I know we got some questions already in the chat. We'll get through those. We will, be live for about 25-30 minutes. Talk through this slate, answer questions. But yeah, hope you guys had a good night last night. Hopefully, we can win some money on tonight's slate. And if you have questions, you can start throwing those in chat. We're going to try and get everything answered and kind of talk through, my favorite plays, what I like, and hopefully, can lead you guys in the right direction tonight. News-wise today, there wasn't too much news to go over. The only big news that did come out that was kind of interesting was that Josh Giddey got ruled out. So, I think SGA definitely gets a bump. I don't know, at 9K, if SGA is someone that I'm running to roster, but definitely think SGA does look more appealing with Giddey out. Don't think it changes anything else, though. Not too much else I like from OKC outside of, SGA. I mean, I guess if you want to go to, Trey Mann or Aaron Wiggins, it's fine, but I'm not super excited about those guys. All right, let's start answering some questions. Let's get through these. Hello, Noah. What is your number one must-have pick? I mean, I'll be honest, Victor, on this slate, there's no must-have, as you like to say. There will be slates where there's, a clear value play that I feel like is a must-have or a lock. But I don't think on this slate there's really a guy that stands out like that. So, I don't think there is a must-have on this slate. Who do you like more, Siakam and Aaron Wiggins or Miles Bridges and Trey Mann? I would go Siakam and Aaron Wiggins. Top stud and value, small GPP. I mean, my favorite stud's probably LeBron. there's a lot of guys you could pay up for if you want to go to Luka. I don't hate that. Embiid, I'm kind of off of with Harden in. Harden, I don't really want to pay up for. Dejounte Murray, I have no issues going to. So, like, Luka, Murray, LeBron, I like a good amount. LeBron's probably my favorite stud. And then value, I mean, there's not really much value on this slate, but I think if you're looking for cheaper options, if Cameron Johnson starts again, I like Cameron Johnson for value. He's only 4,800. He played really well last night in the starting lineup. Alec Burks, if he starts at point guard, which I'm guessing he will, he's fairly cheap, 4,900. Like, he's another value play I like. But there's no, like, standout value today, I will say. But those are the 2 or 3 guys that I like for value. But again, this is a tough slate. Not much value really, catches my eye. Best power forward under 4,200. Under 4,200, I mean, man. There's not much that I like down here. Like, if you could get up to Cam Johnson, that's where I'd want to go for 4,800. I guess if I have to play someone under 4,200, I'm probably going, like, Nicholas Batum, maybe. PJ Tucker. I don't want to do that. I guess Batum, if I had to pick anybody. Noah, hope you had a good break. Sorry about missing the stream yesterday. I took a fat-ass nap up until lock, still cash. Hey, love to hear that, Elvin. Yeah, I had a good break, man. Hope you did as well. Jackson Cole or KPJ? Give me Reggie Jackson there. Or actually, give me Cole Anthony. Give me Cole Anthony. But I think that is close between Cole Anthony and Reggie Jackson. Feels like a 2-center build. A lot of decent value opened up. Bamba's cheap too. Yeah, I'm seeing some people on Mo Bamba. I'm personally not on Mo Bamba. Like, he's just been, God, his minutes have just been so tough to predict. Even when he's been starting, like, he's been playing like 24, 25 minutes some nights. If you told me that Mo Bamba played 30 minutes, I would like him a lot, but I just don't think that's a guarantee to happen. So, man, like, I don't know about Mo Bamba. I see some other people are on him. I'm personally not going to go there. But I think the upside is there for Mo Bamba if the minutes will be there, but I just don't know about his minutes, man. LeBron or Luka? Given the savings, I prefer LeBron. Is the Houston-Orlando game getting too much love because of the pricing? I wouldn't say that. The pricing is definitely good, especially on the Orlando side. There are some guys on Orlando that do stand out. Cole Anthony, Wagner, I think, is in play. If you want to go to Bomber for value, you can. But I think it's really just, you got 2 fairly bad defensive teams, especially Houston. Houston's been one of the worst defensive teams this year. It's a really high total. It's a close spread. Like, it's a good DFS game, I think. Definitely most of my interest in that game is coming on the Orlando side. Booker or Siakam? I like both. Ace of Spade, I'd say Booker, though. Favorite values? Again, value's tough tonight. I think Cam Johnson, Alec Burks, 2 guys I like for value. There's not much cheap down there, though. There's not a ton of cheap guys I love. If you want to take a shot on Dwight Howard, I think that's okay. But I'm not confident that Dwight Howard plays big minutes. I would want to see him in the starting lineup, and I don't know if they're going to start Dwight Howard, but if Dwight Howard starts for AD, like, Dwight Howard would be a really good value. I just don't think that's a guarantee to happen. Wendell Carter, J-Val, or D'Angelo Russell? Give me Wendell Carter. Is Harden in play? I'm not really interested in Harden. It's kind of a wait and see for me with Harden. We'll see how he plays in his first game with Philly. I don't think I'm going to go there. Kim Birch or Shamet for min price or min salary play? I would probably go Kim Birch. McCollum, Halliburton, or Gobert? Give me Halliburton there. Last man in, Util, Achua, or Yurt 7 with no Deadman? God, if I had to pick one there, Tori, I guess I'd go Achua. I'm not really interested in either one, though. On a 9-game slate, like, playing Yurt 7, 15, 16 minutes of Yurt 7, like, I just don't think you have to do that. That's a play that you would make on a 2-game slate. On a 9-game slate, like, yeah, that's just not a play I would be making personally. But in the end, man, it's your lineup. You do what you want. Hey, Noah, good luck tonight, man. Good luck to you as well, Derek. Is Embiid in play? I think Embiid's always playable, but I'm definitely worried about Harden taking a little bit of usage away from Embiid. I think Embiid's ceiling might be a little bit... It might not be as high. He's had like massive usage just as of late. I think that usage could come down a little bit with Harden playing, so I'm personally not on Embiid. Kennard, Lonnie, or Ish Smith? Give me Lonnie Walker. Give me Lonnie Walker there. Burks still in play. I think as long as Alec Burks is starting, which I'm guessing he will, he's in play for me. Tough matchup, bad game environment. Don't really like a ton in that Miami Knicks game, but I think Burks, if he starts at point guard, is someone I do like for value. On FanDuel, Westbrook 7K or Reggie Jackson 6'9". I would probably go Reggie Jackson. Thoughts on Elfrid Payton with no CP3 or Payne? I mean, that was the same case yesterday. Like Elfrid Payton, how many minutes did Elfrid Payton play yesterday? You know, CP3 and Payne were both out yesterday, and Elfrid Payton literally didn't play. He wasn't even in the rotation. So I don't have any interest in Elfrid Payton. Now Aaron Holiday is out today, so maybe Elfrid Payton gets in the rotation, but he literally got a DNP yesterday. I don't think it's a guarantee that Elfrid Payton steps on the floor, so I would not play him. Bridges, Westbrook, or Christian Wood? Give me Westbrook there. Favorite center on Yahoo? If you can fit Siakam, I like Siakam. Ish Smith or Lonnie Walker? Give me Walker. You like Cole Anthony tonight? I think it's a really good matchup against Houston. Should be a pretty good pace game. Should be a high-scoring game. It's got a really high total. I definitely think Cole Anthony's a pretty solid option. He's probably my favorite play from the Magic in general. You think Brogdon takes from Hield? I don't think so. I think Brogdon's going to be limited, I would assume. You know, maybe Buddy Hield takes a small bump down. Maybe, you know, Halliburton takes a little bump down too. But I think Brogdon in his first game back, they're probably going to ease him in. I don't think it's really going to have too much of an impact on Hield or Halliburton. Any interest in Jackson Hayes? If Jackson Hayes winds up starting, like, I wouldn't hate him as a value. How cheap is he on DraftKings? He's 4,800. I mean, I think he did start last game. He did start last game against Dallas, and he was pretty productive. He was in foul trouble, but if they do start Jackson Hayes like they did last game, he would be another viable pay down option. He's not super cheap like he was, a couple weeks ago when he was, 3,700, 4,200. But yeah, if Hayes starts again, I think he's in play for sure. Thoughts on SGA with no Giddey? I think SGA looks a little bit more appealing. His price tag's really high. It's not like we're getting a great discount on SGA, but I think the upside's definitely there. It's a good matchup. Indiana's defense has been really bad, so I definitely think SGA has upside here for sure. I would just prefer to get up to like Dejounte Murray, LeBron if I could. Siakam, I like a good amount. Devin Booker. Terrence Mann or Devin Vassell? Give me Terrence Mann. Thoughts on Eric Gordon? Yeah, probably not for me. Outside of like Christian Wood and maybe KPJ, I'm not really going to any other Rockets. Wendell Carter or Cole Anthony? Give me Cole Anthony. I see some PJ Washington questions. I think PJ Washington, for me, I would want to see him in the starting lineup. He has been starting lately, but Charlotte is getting Cody Martin back, so they could maybe start Cody Martin instead of PJ Washington. But if PJ Washington does start again, I think he plays around 30 minutes. Charlotte is getting Cody Martin back, so they have another body in the rotation they can give minutes to. But I would think if Washington starts, he plays 30 minutes. Matchup against Toronto is not like the best or anything, but I think he's a fine option if he's starting. If he's not starting, I probably wouldn't go there. SGA or Halliburton? Give me SGA. Burks, Trey Mann, Cam Johnson, Siakam, Burks, Trey Mann, Cam Johnson, Siakam, Birch, Booker, LBJ, Howard. I mean, I think that's solid, Ryan. I think Howard is a riskier option. I did like Howard a lot at first look. Looking more at this slate and looking how the Lakers played last game without AD, like Howard really didn't play a ton. He only played like 12 minutes in the second half. So it's risky. Like like the Lakers, even when they've been without Anthony Davis, like they don't want to play DeAndre Jordan or Dwight Howard, it seems like. So Dwight Howard is going to be a risky play. If he does get minutes, though, we know Dwight Howard can produce, and he's obviously a really, really cheap. But I'm not confident that Dwight Howard gets minutes, to be honest with you. He was a guy that I liked a lot at first look. I've kind of backed off of him a little bit. But if we get word he's starting, I would feel really good about him. I don't think that's a guarantee. Is Zubac a viable play without AD protecting the rim? I mean, I think Zubac, it's a good matchup without AD. I do worry a bit that this game goes small, and you could see Zubac maybe take a minutes cut. We've seen in games that play small, like Zubac won't play a ton of minutes, but I mean, I think he's fine. Not someone I'm really jamming in, though, on this slate. Okay, we did get a $2 super chat from Nicholas. Punt play in util for 3,200. Hit the like button. Hey, appreciate you, Nicholas. Appreciate you, my man. $2 punt play, or $2 super chat from Nicholas. $3,200 punt play. I mean, I would think, so I think Kim Birch is minimum salary, and we did get word that Kim Birch is starting in place of OG, who's out. So I think with OG out and Kim Birch starting, I think 3,100, Kim Birch would probably be the guy to play there. If that was my pick, if I had to pick who to go with there. PJ Washington, Burks, Carmelo, or Zubac. Give me Burks there. Halliburton or Van Vliet. Give me Halliburton. Suggs or Barnes. Give me Jalen Suggs. Who's your favorite value play? Not seeing a lot of value on this slate. Yeah, there's not much value. I think Cameron Johnson, if he starts again, I like for value. I think Alec Burks, if he starts at point guard, is a pretty solid value, even in a tougher matchup. Kim Birch is starting at center. He's 3,100. Like, I don't hate him as a punt option. But yeah, there's not much value tonight, that's for sure. Thoughts on Gafford? I'm not really into Gafford with Thomas Bryant playing. I would have had interest in Gafford if Bryant was out. With Bryant playing, no interest in Gafford. Favorite forward on Yahoo that's not LeBron? Probably, I mean, just any salary. Probably Julius Randle or Kyle Kuzma if you could get him. I don't know why my girlfriend is FaceTiming me right now. She knows I stream at this time.
Oh,
hopefully it's not an emergency. I don't think it is. Sorry, can't answer that right now, honey. $5 super chat from Miami Mike. No message from my man Miami Mike, but I appreciate the $5 super chat, dude. Miami Mike's a long time supporter of the channel. He's a legend. Appreciate the super chat, my man. You like Mitchell or Quickly at all? Not really, Joshua. I mean, Donovan Mitchell's fine. Quickly, I'm not really going to. I mean, Quickly, like, even with Kemba out, even with Rose out, like, I think they're just going to play Alec Burks pretty good minutes. And I think Alec Burks gets a majority of the point guard minutes. So, not much interest in Quickly. Mitchell, I just never play, I'll be honest. Reggie or KPJ? Give me Reggie Jackson. Zubac, Bataze, Şengün. Who are you playing out of these three? I'll probably go Zubac. I don't think Goga might move back to the bench. Goga has been starting lately, but the Pacers are getting back Isaiah Jackson. I think we could see Isaiah Jackson start. At 5,600, like, I don't really like Isaiah Jackson even if he's starting, but I think Goga would be completely off of. Utility under 5K, I would say Cam Johnson would be my first pick there, or Alec Burks, one of the two. Thoughts on Jalen Suggs? I mean, I think Jalen Suggs is a solid option. He's probably my second favorite play from Orlando behind Cole Anthony. It's a really good matchup against Houston. Houston plays really fast. They play no defense. I think Suggs is a solid play for sure. I'm heading to the Orlando-Houston game. Do you have any good plays from that game? I mean, we just kind of talked about it. Cole Anthony, I have a good amount of interest in. I think Jalen Suggs is solid as well. Those are probably my two favorite plays in that game. If you want to play someone in there in that game, which, you know, if you're going to the game, might as well just to sweat it out. Wendell Carter or Marcus Morris? Give me Wendell Carter. Hayes, Carmelo, Zubac, or Kleber? If Jackson Hayes starts, I would say Jackson Hayes. If he doesn't start, then I'd probably go Zubac. Goga or Bamba? Give me Bamba. Booker or Murray? I mean, I'd go Murray if you have salary. Bridges or Scotty Barnes? Give me... That's a close one. Give me Scotty Barnes, but that's a close one. Are you on Westbrook tonight? I mean, I think Westbrook's in play. Michael, I know you play on Yahoo, so Westbrook is a lot cheaper there. He's very cheap. He's $29. I don't like Westbrook as much on DraftKings where he's like $8,500, but I think $29 on Yahoo. Yeah, Westbrook is definitely in my player pool for sure, and he's someone I do have interest in on Yahoo. Not as high on him on DraftKings though. Lonnie Poku or Carmelo? Give me Carmelo there. Favorite low to mid-range power forward on Yahoo? Favorite low to mid-range power forward? It's probably... It depends what you consider low to mid-range. I guess like PJ Washington, if he starts again, might be my first pick I would take there as a low to mid-range power forward. $4,800 forward, already have Cam Johnson. I would say Jackson Hayes if he starts. If he doesn't start, then probably next best guy to go to would... I mean, Jalen Smith has been starting, so if Jalen Smith starts, you could maybe go to him. I would probably just go with Jackson Hayes. I think Jackson Hayes, you know, given he started last game, he'll probably start again. LBJ, Booker, Suggs, Scotty Barnes, Ish Smith, fill in the rest. I mean, I'm not going to fill in the rest for you, but I think that's solid. I think that's solid, Simon. I mean, Ish Smith, I'm personally not really on, but LBJ, Booker, Suggs, Barnes, all in play for me. But if you're asking me to fill out the rest of your lineup, I mean, I'm not going to do that. Lonnie Walker and Burks or Jackson Hayes and Luke Kennard. Give me Lonnie Walker and Alec Burks. Also my Yahoo lineup: Trey Mann, Devin Booker, Schroeder, Cam Johnson, Crowder, LeBron, Bamba, and Bam. I mean, there's definitely some guys there that I'm not really interested in. Like Schroeder, he played really well when KPJ was out, but I think now that KPJ's back, like I don't really have any interest in Schroeder. Jay Crowder's a guy that I really never play. Trey Mann, I mean, I do question, even with Giddey out, like, God, I question the upside on Trey Mann. But I think the rest is solid. Damian. Favorite point guard on Yahoo? It's probably Cole Anthony or Reggie Jackson, one of those two. Any interest in Buddy Hield? I think Buddy Hield's still viable. Buddy Hield should continue to play big minutes. You know, maybe with Brogdon back, like Buddy Hield takes a small bump down, but I don't think it's gonna have a huge impact on him. I think the minutes will still be there. His role with Indiana has been really good, so still have interest in Buddy Hield for sure. SGA or McCollum? Give me SGA. Suggs, Booker, Vassell, Cam Johnson, Bamba, Trey Mann, Burks, LBJ. Feels like more of a cash lineup, but I'm playing in GPP. I mean, I think that's okay, Armin. Again, like Trey Mann, 5K Trey Mann is just something I never get excited about, just because we've seen Trey Mann has such a like low floor. But the rest of that lineup, I think, solid. Crowder, Cam Johnson, Book, too many Suns in one lineup. I think, you know, Cam Johnson and Booker, you can definitely play together. If you want to play Crowder, I don't hate it, Raymond. I'm personally not that high on Crowder, but definitely like Cam Johnson and Booker again. If Bryant is out and Gafford starts, would you like him? Well, I think we already got word that Bryant is playing, so I would scratch that. Fred VanVleet, Shea, or Halliburton? Give me SGA. You like Kleber, PJ Tucker, Cam Johnson? I mean, Cam Johnson I like. Kleber and PJ Tucker, never get excited about either one of those guys. I know the value on this slate's kind of tough, so like I could see if you want to play them, but yeah, Kleber and PJ Tucker, I'm not really excited about. Will Doncic hit more than 2.5 3-pointers tonight? I mean, let's take a look at his 3-point attempts. Let's see how many 3-pointers Luka's been attempting, because I think that's what really matters. So, like, last 5 games, Luka has gone 7 for 14, 2 for 7, 6 for 13, 7 for 14, 5 for 9. So, last 5 games, Luka's taken at least 7 threes. I mean, the shot attempts have been there. I don't really bet on 3-pointers, but I think when you do bet on 3-pointers, you want to look, instead of looking at how many they're making, look at how many they're taking, because that's way more important. And Luka's been taking a lot of threes lately, so if that continues, I mean, if he takes 7 threes tonight, I feel pretty good about him hitting 3, I think. He probably takes more than that, though, so I don't hate that if you want to take that over. I'm personally not going to bet that, but I think looking at how many threes a player is attempting, that's a big deciding point for me when deciding to bet 3-point attempts on them. Or 3-pointers made, I should say. Quentin Grimes in play for you. RJ Barrett's back, so no interest in Quentin Grimes for me.
Oh,
Pascal
yeah.
or Trent, what's up, Noah? Great job as always. Hey, appreciate you, Michael. Appreciate you, man. Between Siakam or Gary Trent, I would definitely play Siakam if he has salary. Another $2 super chat from Nicholas. Booker, Monk, LeBron, Cam, Mo Bamba, Hields, Barnes, and Birch. Booker, Monk, LeBron, Cam, Mo Bamba, Hield, Barnes, Birch. I mean, I think that's solid, Nicholas. I think that's fine. I'm guessing that's your lineup, so yeah, I think that's fine. Appreciate the $2 super chat, though. Appreciate another super chat from you, my man. LeBron, Pascal, Booker, or Murray, Pascal, and Booker? So LeBron or Murray? I mean, give me LeBron over Dejounte Murray. Siakam or Murray in the util? I would go Murray if you have a salary. LeBron and Westbrook, same lineup or too risky? On DraftKings, I don't think I would do that. Westbrook's like, he's cheaper on Yahoo, so like I know you play on Yahoo, Damian, so honestly I think on Yahoo that might be okay. I definitely think there's a big ceiling for both LeBron and Westbrook. It's just Westbrook, he's been so inconsistent this season. Even without AD, like, is Westbrook guaranteed to play big minutes tonight? I don't think so, but If the game stays close, there's upside for both those guys. I feel way better about LeBron, though, than I do Westbrook. Vassell or Burks? I would take Alec Burks. Harden over 44 fantasy points. Personally, did not touch that one, Coley. Harden's assist, I actually do like. If you want to take that, over 9.5 assists. He's gone over that in 5 straight games. I do want to, don't want to look too much into that because he's on a new team now, but I could definitely see Harden just getting a lot of easy assists, dishing the ball to Embiid. So I think over 9 assists, I like a little bit more than I do his fantasy points if I was betting on Harden tonight. Thad Young punt play. I don't think I'd go to Thad Young. He has been getting consistent minutes with the Raptors. I mean, he's not really someone I've been playing lately, but if he plays like 20 minutes, he probably does solid. But he's another guy that I just really question his upside. Like, if Thad Young puts up 20 DraftKings points tonight, I mean, he's a solid play, but it's not like that's going to win you anything. So, like, these guys that are going to play like 18, 20 minutes off the bench, like, I just never play these guys on a 9-game slate. On a 2-game slate, you can play those guys just because of the lack of options. But with 9 games, I mean, I just don't want to be playing guys like Thad Young and, some of these other guys you guys have asked questions about. Hield or Gary Trent? Give me Buddy Hield. Need a util for 5,400. 5,400 in the util. I would probably go. I mean, you got PJ Washington if he starts. Zubac, I don't hate. Probably like Alec Burks or Cam Johnson. Those are 2 guys we've talked about a lot. So either Burks or Johnson would be my favorite place to go with there. Any interest in Jalen Green for value? I mean, Jalen Green, man, like, he's just been so bad this year. He's a guy that I really haven't played at all this season. I mean, he's 5K, so, like, I don't even think we're getting that great of a price tag on Jalen Green. And this is another guy that I really question his upside. Like, he's just shown no upside this season. I mean, even if he has a good game and puts up 30 DraftKings points, like, really feel like that's not winning you anything. Maybe if he was, like, 4K, feel better about him. 5K, I don't know. Not really going there. Is Isaiah Jackson starting? We don't have a Pacers starting lineup yet, I don't think. But there is definitely a possibility with him back now that he does wind up starting. And they start him over Goga. So keep an eye on that. Isaiah Jackson's not that cheap, but if he does start, he would be a playable option. Kim Birch or Shamet? I would take Kim Birch straight up. Favorite cheap guards? Seems like there isn't any I feel strongly about. Yeah, I mean, if you're going cheap at guard, there's not much that I really like. You're probably looking at, like, Alec Burks, I do have interest in. After Alec Burks, it's like, man. I mean, I've seen some people ask about Ish Smith. I'm not really on Ish Smith. Maybe without Cameron Payne, without Aaron Holiday, without CP3, maybe Elfrid Payton gets some minutes, but I'm not confident in that. He was a DMP yesterday. Maybe Landry Shamet plays some. I think Landry Shamet's guard eligible. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess, like, Landry Shamet, Alec Burks, those are like my favorite cheap guards, but man, outside of Burks, there's not much down there I like. Christian Wood or Kuzma? I would take Kuzma straight up. Naz Reid punt value play? I don't play Naz Reid, no. You only play Naz Reid when Cat's out. Why would you play Naz Reid when he's playing 12 minutes, 14 minutes, backing up Cat? I mean, look at Naz Reid's minutes, like the last, 5 games. 11, 11, 14, 23, 20. I think both these games were games that Cat got in foul trouble in. So Naz Reid's going to play like 15 minutes. Like, why are you playing Naz Reid on a 9-game slate? Scotty Barnes or Wagner? Give me Franz Wagner. All right, last question from Elvin, then we're going to hop out of here. Birch or Favors? I would take Kim Birch straight up over Favors. All right, guys, I wish you the best of luck tonight. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. I appreciate all the questions. Appreciate the super chats from Nicholas, from Miami Mike. Thank you guys, as always, for the support. We'll be back on Monday. You guys know I normally don't stream on the weekends, but I'll be back here on Monday. I hope to see you guys all on the stream Monday. Best of luck. See you then. Peace out, fellas.